listen, it's Valentine's weekend, Gav.
Oh, my God.
So
I
love
can't
it.
think of anyone more that I would rather spend
Well,
it with.
I've got us a dine for two deal for later on. But there's not a lot of love in the air for Philippe Clement at Rangers, unfortunately. The question now isn't if, it seems to be when will he be finished at Rangers?
You mean he wasn't sacked at 6 o'clock on Sunday?
Well, he seems to still be there. So when can you foresee?
He's got more lives than a cat, that guy.
Yeah.
When? Well, I can only assume. Patrick Stewart, the Rangers chief executive, has again come out and said, or I think he said it when he met with the fan advisory board, I think it was before the Queen's Park game, to be fair, that money wasn't the issue. You can only assume that they're working on a plan in the background of identifying somebody who will succeed Clement, and it's just a case of waiting until they can put that plan in place. If they're just doing nothing, sticking their head in the sand and hoping for it to somehow get better and expect Philippe Clement to be the manager long term, then they've got bigger problems than I think than even the fans think.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. Clement has now been dragged into the football shadow realm, isn't he? Yeah. I mean, he's a kind of Schrodinger's manager. He's a manager, but we know this is not going to be a long-term situation anymore. I don't think you can come back from a defeat like last week against Queen's Park. And you certainly can't come back from it when you're 13 points behind the league and already lost the League Cup. No. I think he might get a chance to finish off his European run, see how far he gets in Europe. Yeah. I think if the Belgian National Association phoned tomorrow, I think they'd be saying cheerio. Yeah. I think you've got to think now that at the end of the season there will be some sort of look at it. But surely another bad result. I mean, I think we're beyond that point. I think last week was the bad result. But what happens? He's got Tynecastle, Dundee, Celtic at Celtic Park. There's big games away from home where we know that's the Achilles heel. Yeah,
but we have seen seasons like this in the past. I think our colleague Andrew Newport did a piece in the Record the midweek comparing it to Rangers in the 2005-06 season when Alex McLeish was manager, drawing parallels with that. They were well adrift. They were actually doing well in Europe as well. So I mean, there were a lot of similarities. You knew he was a dead man walking, but they were getting Paul Le Guin in, so they knew. That's why I'm saying there must be a plan.
So you think it'll be this summer then?
Yeah, or unless they can get another manager in quicker.
Right, I think one more bad result. I think that's it. Caretaker to the end of the season.